Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good and welcome to Current Affairs in Flux. Let's begin today's daily current affairs. November 16th, we observe International Day for Tolerance, and every year 16th of November is observed as the International Day for Tolerance by the United Nations. And this day pays tribute to the values of Mahatma Gandhi of peace, non-violence and equality. And in the year 1994, UNESCO has marked the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, that is 125th birth anniversary. So, to promote the Mahatma Gandhi's peace, non-violence, and equality, UNESCO has celebrated November 16th as International Day for Tolerance. Next one. November 16th, we observe National Press Day, and this day is observed every year on 16th of November to celebrate the free and responsible press in India. On this day, the Press Council of India started its functioning, and this day also commemorates the day when the Press Council started functioning. The Press Council of India is headquartered at New Delhi, and it is founded in the year 1966. Next one. November 16th, today we also observe Audit Divas, and it is the first edition of the Audit Divas for the year 2021, where the Central has approved to celebrate the November 16th as the Audit Divas too, and this day is observed to mark the historic origin of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, that is CAG, and the head of this CAG is G.C. Murmu, who is the former Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. Where this here if we see about the CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, it is empowered to audit all receipts and expenditure of the central and the state governments, where it only audit the receipt and expenditure of the government of the companies which are having the government share more than 51%. Next one. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju launches Citizens Tele-Law mobile app. Here the Kiran Rijiju is the Minister of Law and Justice, has launched the new app called Tele-Law, where this app would connect the beneficiaries directly with the panel lawyers, offering legal advice and also the consultation, where the beneficiaries can directly consult the lawyers through this app, where this app is launched as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. Next one. BharatPe launched world's first merchant shareholding program for its merchant partners. Here the BharatPe, which is a fintech company, has launched its world's first merchant shareholding program, that is MSP, for its merchant partners, and where this company has where this company it is worth of $100 million program has launched. By this program, it has allowed for the merchant customers for a opportunity to buy the BharatPe's equity shares and become a partner. By buying the shares of this BharatPe, the merchant customers can become a partner of this BharatPe, and the company is planning to list it in the stocks by the year 2024 with a value of $1 billion. According to the BharatPe, now it has about 7.5 million existing merchant partners, and they all can be buy the equity shares in this company, and it also offers the new merchants who are joining in this platform also. Recently we have seen that the chairman Rajnish Kumar, who is the former chairman of State Bank of India, has appointed as the chairman of the BharatPe, and the BharatPe has also recently launched the buy now pay later the buy now pay later category, it is with the launch of PostPay. It offers the customers to buy any product through offline or the online through its app called Postpay, which can be downloaded from the Play Store, and they can be pay their money later in this app. And the interest, this is the interest free credit which is offered given by the BharatPe up to rupees 10 lakhs. Here, if you see about the BharatPe, CEO of BharatPe is Ashnir Grover, and it is headquartered in New Delhi, and it is founded in the year 2018. Next one, TVS Motors became first Indian two-wheeler maker to join UN Global Compact, that is UNGC. Yeah, the TVS Motor Company, which is a which is a subsidiary of the TVS Group, has now joined the UNGC, that is United Nations Global Compact, and it has become the first Indian two-wheeler and three-wheeler manufacturer to join this UNGC. By joining in this UNGC, TVS Motor will engage in collaborative projects which will advance the development goals, particularly the sustainable development goals. The executive director of UNGC is Sanda Ojiambo, and he is also a CEO of UNGC, and it is headquartered in New York, USA. Next one, Bhopal's Habibganj railway station renamed as Rani Kamlapati station. Here, the Bhopal, that is Madhya Pradesh Bhopal Habibganj railway station has renamed as the Rani Kamlapati station. Here the Kamlapati is a 18th century queen of Bhopal. Now the railway station has been redeveloped with a modern airport like amenities with a cost of around 450 crores. Here, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and the Governor is Mangubai C. Patel. Next one, World Bank approves rupees 770 crore for Assam's inland water transportation. Here, the World Bank, which is headquartered in Washington, has signed an MOU with the Assam's inland water transportation at the amount of 770 crore, and this MOU will help to develop the river transportation in Assam, where the central government would refund the 80% of the approved amount in this scheme, where the president of World Bank is David Malpass, and it is headquartered in Washington DC. The Chief Minister of Assam is Himanta Biswa Sharma, and the Governor is Jagdish Mukhi. Next one, the third edition of India, Singapore and Thailand Trilateral Maritime Exercise SITMEX 21 begins in Andaman Sea. Here, SITMEX 21 is a trilateral maritime exercise which is conducted between the Singapore, Thailand and India. This exercise is being held from 15th of November to the 16th of November in the Andaman Sea, and it is the third edition of this exercise called SITMEX 21. In this, the navies of the India, Singapore and Thailand will be participated. From the Indian side, the INS Karmuk, which is going to participate in this exercise, and this event is hosted by the Royal Thai Navy in the Andaman Sea, where if we talk about this exercise aims to enhance the cooperation between the navies towards augmenting the overall maritime security in the region. Recently, we have also seen that the India and Thailand coordinated patrol between the two Indian navies was conducted, and it is the 32nd edition of the Indo-Thai Corporate Exercise. Next one, 44th Wangala Festival begins in Meghalaya. The Meghalaya state has observed its 44th edition of the Wangala festival with the 100. It begins with the 100 drums festival, where this festival is celebrated in the Meghalaya state as it is a post harvest festival of Garos tribe, who are the oldest tribes in this state, and this festival is celebrated since 1976. Here the Chief Minister of Meghalaya is Konrad Sangma and the Governor is Satyapal Malik. Recently, we have seen that Meghalaya cabinet has approved the proposal to create a new district called Eastern West Kashi Hills district in the Meghalaya state. And now the total districts in the Meghalaya state have become 12. Next one. Dr. Ajay Kumar releases a book titled Force in Statecraft. Yeah, Dr. Ajay Kumar is India's defense secretary who released a book called Force in Statecraft in New Delhi. And this book is a compilation of the essays on topics on counter-insurgency operations and the conflict in northeast and air power nuclear postures. And this book is contributed by the all stalwarts of the armed forces who have vast operational experiences. Next one. Two teenage Indian brothers won the 17th Kids Right International Children Peace Prize for tackling pollution. Here the two teenagers, Vihan, who is 17 years of age, and now Agarwal, who is 14 years of age, has won the 17th annual Kids Right International Children's Peace Prize, and they have won this prize for their efforts to reduce the pollution in their hometown by recycling the household waste. And these two has created the One Step Greenland campaign, which involves the sorting of trash and organizing waste collection from thousands of homes, schools and the businesses. Where this children's peace prize is uh, is given by the Kids Rights, which is an international children's rights organization which is established in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Next one. If we see about this prize is given to the kids who had made a major contribution for promoting the children rights and improving the lives of disadvantaged children's, or orphans, or the child laborers and the patients who have HIV and AIDS. Next one. Lewis Hamilton wins 2021 F1 Brazilian Grand Prix. Here, the Hamilton, who represents the Great Britain Mercedes, has won the 2021 F1 Brazilian Grand Prix, and the second spot is acquired by the Max Verstappen, whereas the Valtteri Bottas has came in the third position. If we see the recently the F1 races have been conducted, the Valtteri Bottas, who represents the Mercedes Finland, has won the F1 Turkish Grand Prix 2021. Whereas the Max Verstappen, who represents Red Bull Netherlands, has won the 2021 United States Grand Prix, and he also won the 2021 Mexico City Grand Prix also. Next one. Women's cricket to make its debut in Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. At the first matches for the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games have to be held in going to be held in England from 29th of July to August 7th of August 2022. Whereas the women's cricket team is making its debut at the Commonwealth game with that T20 format. Next one. Noted author Baba Saheb Purandare passes away at 99. Yeah, the Baba Saheb Purandare, who is an eminent historian and a public speaker and also a noted author, he recently passes away at the age of 99. He was his original name is Balwant Moreshwar Purandare, and he was famously known as for his name called Baba Saheb Purandare, and he wrote a famous book in Maratha, book about the Maratha warrior king Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and he also received a Padma Vibhushan award, which is the second highest civilian award in India in the year 2019. Next one. Thank you everyone. Stay safe and stay strong.